Right, let's see if I can show you where it's up to now, man. Just turn it on. Get a couple of monitor warnings, obviously, but I reckon with the telly you won't even get that. This is the so-called clean boot. I've whacked the boot screen on there. That can be changed to basically any, I think it's a PNG or JPEG image. So that's the boot screen. And hopefully it'll have your sound files you wanted on there.
Hi, welcome to the future.
Alright, so the usual MAME stuff that you know about. We've gone through and now matched our ROM list with FLV files, so that basically if it's got an FLV file it's on the list, if it hasn't it's not, which is good because basically anything without an FLV I was finding was a duplicate, so it was a quick easier way to get rid of the duplicates. And yeah, everything's got a video except for some reason I didn't get the letter U folder in my download. So if we've got any games we like that start with U, which I actually have, oh by the way, hold it hard right for a second and that's how you get the letters up. U. So if there are any U games, which as I said I have got, actually one of my favourites is, if it hasn't got a video, I invented that little FLV file. So yeah, you can have that. There's also one I used with the clown dude from Saw, which looks kind of cool, but that's on YouTube as well. If we want it, you just download it. It's an FLV file, which is what this has to be. Alright, so let's go into Undercover Cops, and you can see now there's no nag screens. I did actually even have a now loading screen that would pop up whenever we did that, but it was a bit buggy and sometimes it would take over. Hyperspin, you wouldn't be able to get out of it. So that's that booting up. We can just escape out of that. Alright, another thing I've added real quick, you wanted to get rid of the things on the wheel that we don't use. So I have, but I've added this thing. This is Jukebox, which goes in a Boxy, which is like a media center, free media center. So now that goes in there, and then you just use it. It's designed to be used with like a remote or a joystick or whatever, so that's why it'll be handy if you do want to use it for, you know, a jukebox. Alright, so we'll escape back out of that, and you might have noticed this one here, which I spent a little bit of time on today, and we've got the list. Obviously we'll need to download the FLV files, or our little pirate dude comes back, but yeah, and there's a whole heap of bloody Super Nintendo games, man. So obviously we need to set up the buttons or the joysticks to do what we want within this emulator, but yeah, it's all happening. Now I've left, I'll just escape out of this, I've left the on the wheel, you would have noticed also Nintendo, because I actually went ahead and downloaded a Nintendo emulator, but the ROMs we'll have to do either another time or whatever. It's I don't think the Super Nintendo ROMs will work in it, but I haven't gone that far to try, so we'll escape back out of that. And I think that's all I wanted to show you. It feels like I've done a shitload more than that, but anyway, we exit out. We'll get your little WAV file you wanted, and that's it. Boots down, plug it off at the wall, turn it off at the plug at the wall, and that's done.